Well, look what's in the garage. The 94 in here. I wish I could say I was in the process of fixing it up, but really I'm just trying to keep it on the road for the moment until I can get this engine going. I drove it the other day and pulled in, and it was peeing a bunch of diesel out on the ground when I got out of the truck, and it had blown a hole in these are, I've already replaced these hoses, but the original rubber hose had blown a hole, and it was spraying against this hose and splattering out. This is the return side, this is the pickup. I pulled the bed because I figured the ceiling unit was probably bad, but I cleaned this up, it's not too bad really. I mean, it's a little rusty, but not really as bad as I expected. I'll probably wash this off before I put the bed back on. The frame ain't what it once was. It's not too bad. I've got new shackles, which is another reason I decided to go ahead and pull the bed, because these are done. They're pretty bad. So I just went ahead and bought some new ones. This one's not as bad as the driver's, but it's not too far behind it. It's weird, the frame is really pretty good from about here up, but then back here it's got some thin spots like here and up here, but then the bottom where the hitch bolts is still solid. It's still, you can see the thickness of that. It's still fine, but I've got to take the Reese hitch off to put the new spring shackles on because it's kind of in the way of the bolts. They don't really want to come out with the hitch in the way, and you can see here the nuts are rusting off and the bolts are pretty rough for my Reese hitch, so I'll probably just go ahead and cut the hitch off of it, and then I can put it back on with new bolts. You don't have to really worry about that. But anyway, so I'm gonna do that, and the spring, I'm gonna do the fuel hoses and the spring shackles, and I may go ahead and do a new hard rear brake line. It's looking kind of rusty, and it goes behind the tank, so it'll be easier to do it now. But anyway, I'm not going to make this a big long video, just kind of figured I'd show what I was doing here. I pulled the bed off with my old Ford Industrial. It was super handy for that because I've been working by myself, so made that way easier. Anyway, I'm going to try to fix this up and get it back together so I can keep using it if I need to while I'm working on my other truck. This one needs a lot of work to be what I want it to be, but hopefully I can get to it one day. So for now, I'm going to do the best I can do in short order and put it back together. Alright, I've cut all the bolts off the hitch, got it off the frame. Now I have to raise the back of the truck up and get the weight off a little bit and drive this through. Then let the frame down so that this bolt comes up past the frame so I can knock it out. This would have been a real pain with the bed on, so it's a good time to do it. So I'm going to get working on that. see if it would pick the back of the truck up just for giggles. I'm pretty sure it would. Alright, so now let's get this bolt out. And this will be ready to be replaced. It's already loose, so it should come out pretty easy. There we go. That one had some lightweight modifications. Got a new shackle and new hardware. Well, it looks better. New shackle. And I cleaned that up with a wire wheel on my grinder, just the mount so far. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the rest of the frame from the cab back right now or what. It needs it for sure, but we'll see. Probably need to buy something that's better for rust. That's just paint right now. But I wanted to do it before I put this back on. That's what I had sitting around. So anyway, still got to do this other side. Kind of as a before and after. So I'll get this one done. And we'll have that part of the project knocked out. Alright, I'm done for today. I went ahead and cut this brake line that goes to the back and went ahead and got some new line to replace it with. I just haven't replaced it yet. Started cleaning on the frame with that wire wheel there on the grinder. It's cleaning up pretty good. It needs to be wiped down after I get done and then painted. I've got some rust inhibitor stuff and I'll paint over that, I guess. I don't know what's the best thing to do, but I know a lot of people use different things, but POR 15 and stuff like that, I always hear mixed opinions. But I'm gonna clean it up and paint it from the cab back for now if I can. I'm just gonna do the best I can do with the fuel tank in it. I would like to clean that up too behind there. It's not, I don't think it's rusty back in there really. It just it's probably got surface rust. But anyway, that's probably going to be the end of the progress for today. I got both shackles on, and so that'll be a lot better. I cleaned this vent out last night. That's your axle tube, your axle vent. This thing's been leaking out the pinion seal for a long time. I rebuilt this rear end, I don't know, several years back. These little fittings, this bolt holds this little block down, and then it's got a nipple on top of it, and that's where your breather, your air comes from the axle and gets out right there. Mine was totally plugged up. I mean, it was totally stopped up with rust and dirt. I don't know, whatever was in there. I guess just moisture in there over time. So I took a drill bit and cleaned it out. So hopefully at least my pinion won't, it may not leak at all now, but hopefully at least it won't leak like it was. So anyway, making a little progress. This kind of got deeper than I planned on. I was going to try to just fix the sending unit or the lines. I didn't know which it was. And put it back together, but then I had already bought the shackles, so I thought, well, I'll go ahead and do that while I'm doing this. And then I saw the brake line was kind of rusty. I've already replaced it from the master cylinder to under the cab, so I might as well go ahead and finish it on out with new line. And these new hoses should be good for a while. So I'll go ahead and clean the back half up some at least, and it'll look better for now till I can get around to working on the front. So anyway, a little unexpected progress, I guess, because I hadn't planned on doing this at all. It just started leaking diesel, and I like to keep it on the road while I'm building this engine. So I do need to get my dually in here, so try to get this done pretty quick and get it painted up and put the bed back on and move on. So thanks for watching. Don't know what my next video will be. This may get posted before some of the ATV videos that I've got that are pretty much ready. So maybe a little out of order, but it doesn't really matter. So anyway, thanks for watching, and hopefully more progress sometime soon.